Yeah, I didn't really put out anything. Didn't really have anything planned for today. It is a holiday here today. I don't even know what holiday it is today here, but it is a holiday. So there's not a whole heck of a lot going on here. And I decided to come on and do a live show. Now, some of you guys saw the post that I put out regarding uh, what the average is for Social Security recipients in 2021, which is about a little more than 1,500 US dollars. Now, that is an average based upon people who are on the very high end all the way to the low end, because everybody's not receiving $1,500. I'll give some examples of some people that I know back in Alabama. They only getting 600, 800, some getting a grand. That little percentage that they got will take them to about 1,060 or whatever it is. They're gonna get that little 5.9%, which ain't much. And I harp on that, man, because I get comments from a lot of you guys talking about retirement, talking about going to these different countries, and you're listening to some of these other people give you advice about these countries. But I'm telling you guys, the reality is you got to understand where they are and what they're talking about. Because when somebody tells me, oh yeah, I'm only paying $300 for rent, where you living? Somewhere outside the city with no hot water, nothing around them, and that's where they are. So if that's how you want to live, cool. By all means, live what way makes you happy. But please understand, when they talk like that, ask them where they live. What's up, Love and Freedom? JM, what's up? How you doing? What's up, Mr. B? How you doing today? So, like I said, I really didn't have a topic other than to talk about that, man. Is if you haven't retired yet and you're still working, man, I'm telling you, work on that retirement, because it's too often here when I'm going out to places and I see people out and about, and then the first thing they want to know is, man, where you live at here? I live in Poblado. Oh man, I can't afford to live over there. I said, where are you at right now? They in Santa Elena, in Guarney, basically nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, where nothing's around them. And you're going, wow, you living in Guarney? How's that? I hate it. Then why are you here? People have this thing of pride, where pride won't allow them to go back to the States, do what they need to do, and then come back. They are, for whatever reason, they're convinced that they are failures if they go back. Damn that. If I'm hurting, I'm going back to the States to get my situation together, then come back. I'm not gonna stay here and be miserable. That doesn't make sense. What's up, Mr. Collins? How you doing? What's going on, everyone in the chat? Uncle Alan, what's going on, man? Yeah, I got your WhatsApp the other day. Let's see. Thanks for the great info. Finally got my 100% P&T. Congratulations on that, Mr. Collins. I'm looking forward to that live tonight at Love and Freedom. Oh, Love and Freedom doing a live tonight? I didn't even know. Did you put out a notification, bro? I didn't even know you were doing a live tonight. I didn't get a notification from you today. I didn't know. Oh, okay. I didn't see anything on your timeline that said you were doing a live tonight. Okay, cool. But you didn't know either. So I guess it's news to both of us. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's see. Check out my new book, The Game Changer: Winning Strategies to Obtain Veterans Disability, Social Security, and Appeals by Jimmy Cave. JM says, with your friend. Oh, okay. I guess somebody else is doing a live, and I guess you're going to be on that live. All right. And I guess somebody here has a book. JC. Okay. Well, good luck to you on your book. Now, you've already put that out there, so please don't post that again. I'm trying to pull this up so I can see the comments a lot easier. I keep using this iPad. It doesn't want to stick. Really? I didn't know this? Yeah. It's rainy season here now. So the weather has definitely switched. So at night, at least where I am, here at night, it gets down to about 62. And then during the day, like right now, it's probably about 72 outside, 72, 73, something like that outside right now. So yeah, it's starting to get chilly because it's rainy season. So it's gonna rain a lot more this month. Why is this thing not coming up? All right, 1 second, guys. All right, now I got this going. Let's see. Will you get back into a regular live? No, it's a holiday today, so I got time to do it. But normally, I'll be going to appointments, physical therapy. I was gonna try to start doing some more of them at night, but like regular time during the day, 11:30. No. Most of the time, I'm be in appointments. I need to come on your show and talk about the video. Okay. Let me see. I might do it sometime one night, Uncle Alan. You let me know when you're available. Let's see. I love that bowling alley. Yeah, that was the one. The last one I went to was in Mallorca. The one I went to prior to that was in Santa Fe. I haven't been to the one yet at Monterey. I haven't been to that one yet. But yeah, the one in Mallorca is way cheaper than the one in Santa Fe, and it's much bigger. Cheaper, bigger, and the lanes are bigger too. So at Santa Fe, it was like 130,000 pesos for 30 minutes. At Mallorca, it was 92,000 pesos for an hour that included the shoes. So we were able to play 2 games. You keep it moving? yeah, have to. Let's see. So they extended the time frame for Desert Storm vets to apply for benefits. Yeah, and that's easily because the war has never ended. There's no, like all the other wars, they have an end date, right? Vietnam War, Grenada, all those have an end date. Desert Storm, the war is still ongoing. They haven't ended it. So when they say they extended it, it's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like, duh. There's no end date to the war. Let's see. Came up here. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Anytime before Veterans Day, let's say the 9th of November, just tell me the time you want me to appear. I'll hit you in your DM later. Okay, yeah, just hit me with a message. And we can come on because Uncle Alan got some stuff he wants to announce that he's been working on. Can I at least say where it is, Uncle Alan? Or you want to just leave all that alone for now? Because I was at least going to say where. Let's see. Do Afghanistan vets have a time frame to apply? No. Like I said, nothing that has happened since 1990 has ended. There's no end date. There's no date yet that says Desert Storm from 1990 to this point. There's no end date. This has been ongoing the entire time. There has not been an end date. Let's see. Yes, we're still at war. Yeah, we still ain't never stopped. This war been going on. It has not stopped. The Congress has not given it an end date. There's no end date yet. Let's see. We talk about that on the show. Okay, cool. Let's see. That's how I got my 100% with presumptives for, what is this? I can't read it on here. I gotta get some damn glasses. Let's see, y'all better get your claims in. What's up, Mr. Smith? How you doing? Let's see. I was thinking they ended it when they pulled everyone out recently. No. No, because we still got conflicts going in other places. It not been one end date to anything. Nothing. If you go online right now and you put in Desert Storm or Desert Shield, it'll start at 1990 and it's just no end date. just continues. That's just how it goes. So other than that, as far as stuff that's going on here that has recently changed, other than the weather, when it comes to going to the third-party service here, they have ramped it up, and they trying to get me to be seen even more, almost like one every other day or every day. It seems like. Let's see. Nope, no one is sitting at home in the military. No. Any updates on the life insurance for vets? Yeah, that's going to be next year. They didn't give an exact date, but it's going to start next year. So whenever they announce it next year is when it's going to be available for veterans, but they didn't give, they just said in 2022. They didn't give nothing other than that. You already know how they do it. They'll tell you 2022, and then next thing you know, oh, well, it's been extended on to 2023. So who knows? But that was the last thing that they gave us as far as information when it comes to life insurance. Any other questions you guys have at this point? Oh, God dang it, I can't remember what it was. I did have a question. I gotta pull it up. Wow, a lot of people on Markel's YouTube. What's up, Mr. Book? How you doing today? I did have a question. I gotta find it. Any other questions real quick? Yeah, I gotta find that question, man. Somebody asked me a question. SMC, How It Works. Okay, so SMC is special monthly compensation. Basically, it is for veterans who have issues beyond just the normal 100% rating. So, there's only 3 categories to SMC: aid in attendance, housebound, loss of use. Those are the only 3 categories. The last one, aid in attendance, is going to depend on the severity of your condition. So, if you require the need of another person, that's aid in attendance. Your doctor says you need to be at home a certain number of days out of the month or out of the week, that would fall under housebound. You have loss of use of a body part, or like knee, ankle, foot, your Johnson, stuff like that, that would fall under ED for loss of use. But as far as how it works, it normally depends on the rating that you get and the percentage of your rating, and sometimes your doctor's statement. So for like aid in attendance, for example, some people are under the misunderstanding that you have to be 100% in order to get aid in attendance. You don't have to be 100% in order to get aid in attendance. I believe you at least have to be 70% though to get aid in attendance, because I know that there are people in the nursing home that the only way they can get into the nursing home was to be a minimum of 70%. And that still falls under the same way with aid in attendance. But it normally works depending on your disability and the rating that you get from your disability and what your doctors are stating. What's up, Markel? I got COVID-19, unfortunately. Wow. A little trouble breathing, but I'm making it. I've even had the 2 Pfizer vaccines, quarantine, taking my meds. Damn. So you got the vaccine and still got COVID. Wow. Hopefully you can recover fast from that living in Mexico. Let's see. I believe they keep extending the wars because they want to keep getting paid. Well, yeah, all these contractors are making the money. The veterans ain't making nothing. Them guys, them listees ain't making no money. It's all the contractors that's getting all the money. Do you know if AFES delivers overseas besides? No. Yeah, they only going to deliver to bases. They're not going to deliver like me here. They're not going to deliver directly to me here. I have to go through mail service in order to get stuff like that. Let's see. I remember you did a next level SMC. Now that I have a bilateral plantar, what is this? Pes plantus with what what is it? Amputee large toe and bilateral neuropathy and cannot walk or stand. Can I do it? You got to go through your doctor for that, Mr. Book. Because if you're trying to get a higher level of SMC, then you would need to go to your doctor, and based upon what you recently got, if you did have an SMC, have them write up why you would need an increase. If you don't have one, you just have them write up what's going on with you now. Because if this is something that recently happened and the VA didn't automatically increase it, then yeah, I would go to my doctor, get a doctor's statement, and then file a claim for it. Yep, prayers up for my man. What's going on? Mr. Man, how you doing today? Lucid? Okay. What's going on with you guys? Okay, so that's what I meant to tell you guys. The CBDs. I'm glad Mr. Man came on. That reminded me of that. CBDs. Okay. I tried CBDs. I didn't do any of the gummies or any of that stuff. There's a cream that I tried, right? No, I can't do it. Man, I got one of the worst headaches from that stuff. The smell of it and then the headache, no, because I ended up buying one of those small cream things here. It was like a little more than 200,000 pesos. And I tried it that night because at first I opened it, I smelled it, and I went, I don't know about this. But I was like, all right, I'll try it on my knees, see what happened. Bro, no. Yeah, that ain't for everybody. So I appreciate everybody saying their experience with CBDs, but yeah, that won't work for me. No. What's up, Howard? How you doing, man? Let's see. Prayers up for living in Mexico. Yeah, man. Sorry that you got COVID, even after getting the shots. Yeah, that's pretty rough. No CBD? No, not for me. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's 50% VA told me that they deferred my aid and attendance and have been waiting for 9 months, but I think I will do it because I have loss of use of both hands. Oh, hell yeah. You got loss of use of both hands? Yeah, you definitely, and they have you deferred for 9 months? Wow. I mean, unless you have a bunch of other stuff going on, that don't make a whole lot of sense, especially with you having loss of use of both hands. That should be a slam dunk. I have no idea what they're waiting on that one. It's kind of like with mine, dude. Man, let me tell y'all something real about the VA. It's real talk. And it's not every VA employee, but the VA has some of the worst people. And they're usually veterans that work at the VA. And when they make a mistake, they blame it on the veteran. They don't take no personal responsibility for their screw up, because it's much easier to blame people who are disabled than it is for them to take personal responsibility. Because if you think about it, dude, think about how many times you go to do something and it's not right. And what do? They never admit fault. They never admit they were wrong. It's somehow, it just went away. And then you later on find out they put it on you. Well, you didn't show up, or you didn't take the test, or you should have done this, or you should have done that. Meanwhile, they told you nothing. They told you nothing. And I get so tired of that, because we're the ones that look stupid behind a mistake that they made. And there should be a way for us to make that known to the powers that be that it ain't us, right? We are the perfect scapegoat for a lot of these employees at the VA who screw up, right? It's not right, especially for a veteran who just get out, they get their claim is super low, right? They should be 80%, they only give them 30. Now they gotta file an appeal and wait year, 2 years, 3 years to get the right percentage. How is that fair? How is it that they have to wait, but the employee who made the mistake, nothing happens to them? Nothing. They should treat the employee the same way they treat the veteran. If you screwed up, your pay for the next 3 years is only this. See how you like living on this. Since you don't want to take the time to make it correct or get it right the first time, they just throw anything out there because they know nothing's going to happen to them. And it's not right. It's not right. What's up, Mr. Brown? How you doing? T-Mix, what's going on? Let's see. If you're Desert Storm, vets can't apply to November 2022. Now that's crazy. You're talking about the caregiver program, Mr. Collins, I believe, and that's October 1st of 2022 for the caregiver program. Let's see. No. VA employees, bro, have no accountability. Zero. Because they have the number one scapegoat, veterans. They can say, oh, well, he just went crazy. And you've done nothing. People in rating screw up your claim, know damn well they gave you something that's too low, or they want you to go do something because they didn't get it right. Oh, we just put it on the veteran. We'll just put it on them, right? They'll fix it in appeal. It's not right. It's not right. That happened to me. You're right. Yeah, I'm sure it has happened to all of us, dude. Where you do everything they ask you to do, and somehow, some way, you the one still end up getting screwed in the end. It might be just to go give blood, and the person who's supposed to do the test lost your vial. And instead of admitting, you know what, we made a mistake, we didn't do, they'll say you didn't even show up. And you were there. You got a parking pass that you were there. You may have photos or whatever that you were there. They'll still, well, you didn't show up. Or you filed a claim, you put everything in the claim, they left something out. What do? Oh, well, you didn't put it on your claim. You show them. It's right here. Oh, let me get back to you on that. And then they never do. So it's just, there's got to be a better way to deal with that. Let's see, the only way you can figure that out is by reviewing your C file, no shows. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, they screw over veterans every day, and they get away with it because they got the perfect scapegoat. If you're saying something that they can't answer, they make up an excuse and they hang up on you. How many of you guys been on the 800 number? You ask them a question, they'll pause, then they'll come back with something, and you'll go, no, that's not right. I did it on such and such. And then they'll start acting like, well, I can't understand what you're saying. Are you far away from the phone? Or what's the other one that they'll use? Well, since you said that, I don't have to take that. You're being loud, so I'm going to go ahead and end the call. All that crap, dude, is because they don't have an answer. You caught them in a lie, and they don't have a way to respond back to you. So what do? They hang up. They make up something, they hang up, or they make up something, send you, or tell you, okay, I'm gonna transfer the call, and then the call hangs up. That's what they do. We said at the same time, you didn't show up. That's what they do, man. And you know what you guys should do when that happens, bro? Put in a complaint. Call the Inspector General's office. Put in a complaint. Enough people complain about it, dude. It gets picked up by the news. It'll change for a little while, then it'll go right back to the same old system. That is the problem with our government, bro. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their actions. They rather screw you over. You the one need the help. They rather screw you over than them look bad for their next raise. That's just how it is. Or you put in the wrong form, did that to me 3 times. Well, how did you get the other claims? Phone just went silent. Yeah, and they just hang up. Next thing you know, click. It's like, come on, man. Box full of orthotics and turned down 50-50 operations and gave me pilot boot because they couldn't fix my feet. My friend laughed I get 10%. Yeah, man. I mean, think about how many years some of you guys have spent filing for appeals just to have it done through the Board of Appeals, and even in your statement of the Board of Appeals, they don't understand how it took so long that they didn't get it right the first time. It's stuff like that, dude, that just drives veterans crazy. Someone mentioned this earlier. You get PTSD just dealing with the VA. You do. Think about it, man. You could be in a good mood until you talk to somebody at the VA. Your whole day is ruined. Your whole day shot. Sometimes, bro, when you go to VA, you go to try to get help, you end up worse than when you got there. And you're like, how did this happen? And it's all because these people have no responsibility that they take. They say anything, they do anything because there's very little consequences that happen. Very little. Sometimes I've heard veterans talk about they go to the emergency room, the police will come over and question them. They'll show them the ID and everything, they in pain, they ain't really trying to be bothered. The police will throw them out. You're like, throw you out for what? Simply because they didn't jump when they told them to jump. Now they in pain, they in the emergency room for a reason. And you got this cop coming over harassing them. See, this is why veterans, and I get it. When veterans say, I don't want to deal with the VA, I don't want to talk to the VA, I don't want nothing to do with the VA, this is why. Because they drive people to that point. Or they'll call and try to trick veterans. Okay, look, you put in these claims, but we're only going to give you this if you withdraw all these other claims. You're like, why the hell would I withdraw all these claims? This is stuff that's actually wrong with me. Now, we don't want to give you all that. We're just going to give you this at 100%. And most veterans are going to say, okay, I'll take it. Not knowing that all that other stuff that you just let go is stuff you're going to need later on. You just screwed yourself. And I ain't saying that to be funny, dude, but for all of you that happened to, where the VA just called and said, okay, we're going to give you 100% for sight. You happy because you got that 100%. But you may have 6 or 7 other things that were wrong with you. Well, guess what? If something happens and you ain't in the States, they're not paying for that anywhere else but in the States. Which means what? You trapped. Unless you just going on your own and you're going to pay for it out of your own pocket, you can't do nothing because you've given that up. And if something happens to you, say you had a heart issue, but they only gave you 100% for mental health. You married, you got kids, something happens, the veteran passed. Do you think the spouse are going to get anything because he died from that heart condition that they knew about? If it wasn't service connected, they ain't getting a dime. Nothing. You got to understand how these things impact you as a veteran when the VA calls. Because when they calling you and they offering you something, you need to question, why are they offering it to you? Tell them, give me a day to think about it. Give me a couple days to think about it. And then talk to your loved ones about it and understand why they're doing that. Because they're screwing veterans every day doing that. Let's see. That's real talk, Markel. Let's see. I wish we could talk face to face with these people. Working with our, yeah, never will, because they know you will knock the hell out of half of them, because most of them don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's keep it 100. Most of these raiders got less than 5 years experience. Most of them actually got less than 3 years. That's why most of the time when you get a rating and it's super low, you got to do what? Go to a review. Another raider with more experience. That takes time, because there's a dozen other veterans that these people before them just screwed. It's just our system the way it is. That's why I stay away from the VA unless I have to. Yes, man. I try not to deal with them unless I have to as well. Sometimes, man, you have to bite the bullet because they're going to try to screw you over. You're going to have to bite the bullet and kind of dance to their dance. And when you get what you need, leave them alone. Don't even fuck with them no more. Leave them alone. Just let them do their thing. That's why when I was thinking about going back, it's like if you go back, that means you're going back dealing with the VA. I ain't trying to deal with the VA, bro. I hear too many stories from you guys, and I read too many situations where veterans are locked up, kicked out, thrown in jail over dumb shit that a VA employee has done. But it takes them 10 to 12 years to figure out it was the employee and not the veteran. Let's see. Lady went to the emergency room, stayed in the waiting room for 7 hours. She left, and they billed her $700. And an email they sent said they billed you before we see you. Wow. Never saw anybody. God damn. $700? Let's see. I don't trust VA employees. I got a missed telehealth appointment because the employee didn't let the doctor know I was waiting on telehealth when I called. That happened to me recently. That was in July, I believe. I'm sitting there waiting, and I explained this before how telehealth works. Who said that? Sarge Force. Everybody who's done telehealth knows how it works. They call you, they say, okay, the doctor's ready for you, they're gonna send you an email. Cool. You get the email, you fill it all out, bam, there's the doctor. But if they never call you, or they send an email, sometimes that email goes to spam. You never get it. You sitting there waiting. Hell, I've even called, hey, I'm supposed to have an appointment. Yeah, we're gonna call you. It's 4 or 5 o'clock here, so I already know. It's no. You go back to My Healthy Vet and you look, they got you down as a no-show. And you didn't do anything. You sitting there waiting for it. Is it okay for the VA to make random appointments, not CMP, for you without asking what day or time works best? They do that all the time. They do that all the time, dude. You look up, I remember looking up, dude, in mail, or you have an appointment on the 17th at this time. It might be 2 days from now or a day, the next day. You're like, wow, I'm glad you all told me this. Yeah, that's not unusual. They will do that. Yes, must be feeling at least 70%. Well, cause usually a VA visit gets on your nerves and pains you more. Yes, man, I'm telling you. Y'all been there. All you guys have been dealing with the VA any length of time. You know. From the time that you go to check in to the time you get back there with the doctor, you're talking to the doctor ain't even looking at you. The doctor's writing something else online, and you can see somebody else's name, social security number. They ain't even looking at your file. They looking at somebody else's while you talking to them. And it's like, yo. They all on something else, bro. Let's see. You lucky if you can call. Let's see. You lucky if they call you. Me living in Panama, I never get that call. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you. There needs to be a better system to help veterans deal with the Department of Veterans Affairs. That's something that they never talk about. They can talk about all these different programs and they throw all this money at the VA every year, but they never get to the heart of the issues with the Department of Veterans Affairs. Let's see, I'll pay for peace. Let's see, the emergency room doctor told me that they don't have money. Go to the base. What? They don't have money? What is he talking about? They don't have money to go to the base. Where was this at? I hear you, T-Mix. Where was this at? They told you to go to the base. Holy crap. I never heard that one, bro. That's a new one. They don't have money. I mean, you ain't got money. You're the government. Of course you got money. Now, what they doing with it is another story, but yeah. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to go off on that tangent with the VA. But I'm just expressing what a lot of you guys have already gone through. A lot of you guys already know. But I'm being 100% serious with you guys. When someone calls you and they offer you guys something, stop for a moment. I'm not telling you not to take it. I'm not telling you what to do. All I'm saying is Tell them to call you back in 2 days or call you back in 3 days. Let you think about it. Because understanding what you're giving up. If you got all this stuff and they only want to give you one rating for one, you do realize what you're giving up, right? I just want to make sure you understand that. You guys, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. We appreciate Markel and Miss Blessing. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good. What's up, Gil? How you doing today? But I'm serious, guys. Think about what it is that you're giving up. Because, like I said, if you have a heart issue, you got, whatever else going on with you that could potentially, you could pass from, and you're leaving loved ones and kids behind who depend on your income. Please understand what you're giving up. Because in the beginning, in your head, it's like, okay, they gave me 100, I'm good, I'm not going to mess with them no more. But if you get married and you got kids, and you don't die from something here, which, that was the chances of that happening, and you die from the heart condition that you filed, the kids get nothing. The wife gets nothing. Nothing. You guys need to understand that, man. That's them eliminating paying somebody else by doing that. They do that stuff on purpose, bro. They're not doing it just because they want. They're doing it on purpose because they know a lot of people are desperate. Desperate people make desperate decisions. You homeless, they're going to give you 100% and all they're going to give you is psych. Who's not going to take that? But just because they give you that, that doesn't mean that you can't go back and get that other stuff added. Let's see. Real talk. Let me see what I missed. Talking love and freedom. Vet tech. Just get more funding. It's essentially voc rehab, but using a different name. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I still honk my horn in outside pharmacy tent. Then they come out. They stop telling me don't honk the horn, but it's sad I have to do that. Yeah. They man. Real talk. Is he talking to each other? You talking love and freedom. Good picture. It's a Samsung phone. Okay. Make sure to check the box that they died from service connected from form. Make sure they said sent the letter. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, bro. When you do that and you have all these other, if they didn't die from service connection, you guys need to be aware that you're not getting nothing. The people that you're leaving behind, they ain't getting a dime. Nothing. Nothing. On the forum, got it. What do you think of the DJI Tello? The Tello is a good little starter drone. In the house, outside, not too far outside. Usually in a big open space. It's a good drone to learn on. I got rid of the one that I had here because I got the SE, but it's a nice drone to learn on. It's $100, or you can get it used for like, I would say $75. It's a good little drone to start with. Any other questions you guys have, man? Like I said, I didn't mean to go off on this tangent about VA and VA employees, but I just wanted, man, to bring that to you guys' attention because there's too many people who settle for things and then it comes back to haunt them. Particularly in a situation like this, when guys want to live overseas, they got a ton of issues, but they're only service connected for one thing. But that's the only thing you can be seen for overseas. So just make sure that you guys understand that, man. When you go to move around, that you got everything in order, that you understand when you're traveling, they're only going to see what you service connected for, nothing else. Let's see, you learned to fly with the Tello, or which one did you use to learn? Did you use any simulators to learn? When I first started, I bought a drone out of Walmart. It was the Parrot. I bought a Parrot Swing. That's an old drone. I bought a Parrot Swing, And that was the first one I learned to fly with. I did use a simulator. I did use a buddy's drone who lived next door who had a DJI Maverick Air, the original. I flew his and kind of went from there. We all need insight, okay. What up? What's up, Mr. Miles? How you doing? Hey, Markel. Forgot to ask, have you seen the new DJI? Yeah, I saw that, man. Coming out next week. It has high reviews and chat so far. I might get that. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Howard, I don't really need another camera. I've been selling the ones that I have here now. I got rid of my GoPro Max. I sold one of my DJI Osmo Pockets. I still got the other GoPro. I sold one of my Insta360 Go, the original. And then I got the new, I sold the Z Flip. And then I got the new Pixel coming. It should be the end of this week or sometime next week. But that DJI, man, that really is no different than the one camera that I use a lot. Try to pull it out real quick. Cause that camera's not cheap, bro. That camera is $500, I believe it's $519, if I'm not mistaken. And for $300, I use this, the Insta360 Go 2. So I'm good with this one. I don't really use a whole lot of slow mo to use 4K at 120. So, you know, that's a pass for me because for $500. But Howard, I would tell you, man, check those reviews again because that thing overheats. It's very small, 4K at 120. That's going to generate a lot of heat. And from what I've seen from some of the reviews, not all, but from some of the reviews, they can only record 4K for like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, stuff like that. So, yeah, you know, that was a pass for me on that one. You was telling the truth. VA is the best, worst job you can ever get. Screw up and get a pay raise for doing it. Yeah, they screw up all the time. It has the magnet shirt clamp, also action cam that blends in. Why not even using your hands? That cam I need for travel. Bro, I'm telling you, this super small. I wear this all the time. Oh, I got it on backwards. Even that video I put out on the other channel, a lot of that video came from this, right? So you just sit it on there just like this and you walk around like that. That's it. For $299, you get a whole kit from Insta360. But for $519, yeah, I don't know about that, man. For $519, or it's $550? What's $550? Let's see. Not sure if you discussed plans to possibly purchase a new Mac. Yes, that's next year for sure. I'm trading in my MacBook Pro from 2019 to get the MacBook Pro 14-inch with the M1X. Is it the M1X? No, the M1, whatever it is for the 14-inch. I'm getting that, Mr. Miles, without a doubt. I'm getting the new iPad, I'm getting the new MacBook, I'm getting the new phone, and I'm getting the new Apple Watch. And I think that's all I'm gonna purchase next year. I'm saying I'm pretty sure that's all I'm gonna purchase next year. Because that's gonna be close to $7,000 by the time I get done. Lost where I was. Wait. Damn, lost where I was. Samsung. The Insight. Oh, you were watching H Live? Okay. Got that one. Pay raise. Let's see. Talk to Howard about the cameras. Thinking about the DJI Mini 2 Black Friday sale. Okay. Yeah, that's a great, same size as the one I got, dude. It's no different. I just happen to have my bag sitting right here. It's gonna be the same size. The remote is gonna be like the remote I have for the Air 2S. But yeah, this is basically the same drone that I got right here, the same body rather, with the SE. Guys talking to each other. Let me see. Be logging in Mexico. 550. Is that for the? What's 550? Love and Freedom. No, what's 550, Howard? That DJI action camera too? Because I like I said, bro, that's a pass for me on that one. From what I've seen on the reviews and that thing overheating, just to get 4K 120 that I probably won't use a whole lot, yeah, I'm gonna probably pass on that one. The only other camera I'm really looking at possibly getting next year, as far as cameras go, is either gonna be a red Komodo or I may get a Z-Cam. That's probably it. The red Komodo, that camera is probably like 11.5, or the Z-Cam, which is around 3,500. You're right, Markel. Someone mentioned overheating, but the quality of it is great. I was going to get that cam you have on, but they sold out here in Hawaii. Yeah, the little Insta360 Go. Man, I love this little camera. Yeah, I think I'm going to get that 360. Sounds good. Guys talking to each other. Let's see. When is the best time to buy Apple products? Apple products really don't change in price, but you do get a military discount. I hope you guys know that, right? Before you go buy it, or if you're going to the Apple store, let them know you military. They may have you do, verify me right then and there. But you guys do know you get a discount, right? You do not pay retail at the Apple store for any Apple products. We all get a discount. Because that's why I get a lot of those Apple products, because they're discounted. 10%? Can't remember that. I think it's 10% off, but you do get a discount. But Apple's products, the new ones, they don't get discounted until the next ones come out the following year. So the Apple, the MacBooks, they're not going down. The 14 starts at $19.95, and the 16-inch starts at $24.99. So yeah, they're not going down anytime soon, unless you're looking at getting last year's models or the year before, because the MacBook Pro M1 13-inch is still $12.99 for just the base model. I was just looking at them last night. Let's see, Jim, you got the money. Let's see, yeah, the DJI Action Cam 2, about $550. Yeah, that's a lot, bro. For an action camera, that's why I didn't get the GoPro. The GoPro was what, $4.99? I'm like, for an action camera, dude, I can get a mirrorless camera for that. You can get a Canon M2. Hell, you can get the ZD-1. Yeah, no way, bro. For $550 for an action camera, I'm gonna have to pass on that one. I bit the dust. My 2013 MacBook Pro is on its last leg, so I dove in. Which one did you get, Mr. Miles? Let's see, I have to get an adventure cam though, and I'm not getting the GoPro. Those overheat too though, so I'm getting the DJI Cam 2. Okay, hey, let me know how that thing works, bro. Yeah, because I know the top half is waterproof. The bottom half, if you get the screen, is not. The bottom half has an SD card, I believe. Now, that's the only issue I have with this. If this gets destroyed, there's no SD card to recover anything. Whereas the DJI Cam 2, Action Cam 2, I believe the bottom half has an SD card that you can recover it. So I don't see it though, man, for $550. I don't see it for that price. Hey Markel, it's good to see you after so long. What's up, the warrior? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. Just going to appointments. Let's see, Navy Exchange have them on sale sometimes. Apple products, new model. They do, because when I look on the base for the AFES, man, AFES is usually higher than what Apple, and then at least you get a discount with Apple. With the base, it's just the price, it's just what it is. Ain't no discount, ain't nothing. The new model, okay. Is it safe to pull out your mirrorless camera in public in Medigy? Okay, excellent question. Okay, so Saturday when I went to TT I had this set up, right? Now TT is a very small town. This draws too much attention, right? Even though this is a little ZV-1 with my DJI Osmo gimbal, no, dude. From now going forward, I'm just going to use cell phones and my Insta360 Go 2. Because, granted, I've never had anyone come up on me to like try to take it, or other than people are curious, like, what is that? Because they've never seen a setup like that. And I got the phone sitting to the side to control the gimbal. So, or excuse me, to control the camera. I've never had anyone like really like come up on me kind of crazy, but I have had people stare, have people ask a ton of questions, because it draws attention. You're not used to seeing somebody walk around with this big contraption filming. But when you're just using a cell phone, you know, when you're out with just a cell phone, nobody says anything. Or you're out and you just got this little bitty camera sitting on your chest, nobody really pays that much attention. But when you're holding that big camera, yeah, because if I'm walking around, and say I'm walking around with this mirrorless camera, hell no, that's gonna draw way too much attention. Everybody's gonna be looking at you crazy. I wouldn't do it. I honestly wouldn't do it, and because it draws too much attention. What's up, Beach Life? How you doing, man? Punch the M1. Wow, you got the M1 Max. Okay, so you went 16. Well, I don't know if the Max is on the 14. I know it's on the 16. Wow, you went all out. Let's see. Yeah, I also like it. Comes with the extra little screen on the action cam too. Yep. Has an SD slot also. But I'll let you know if it holds up, bro. Okay, how? Yeah, yeah. I looked at it, bro. I seriously looked at it. I watched maybe 5 or 6 different reviews on it. And when they started saying that it would overheat after 2 or 3 minutes, I could see it, because 4K. Now I don't know if you plan on doing 4K 120. If you don't plan on doing 4K 120, it should be fine. But if you plan on doing a lot of 4K 120 or even 4K 60, because that thing is small, it's gonna get hot. I noticed Navy Exchange is sometimes cheaper than AFES. Okay, I'm gonna check that out then. Navy Exchange is different from PBX, BBX. Okay. I just got an Apple 4K TV 2021 for $139. Okay. You know, I've never even tried to use Apple TV. I'm not real familiar with it. I know what it is with the remote and the box, but I've never tried it. Hey, Markel, can you explain again the 5, 10, 20-year rule? When it comes to 100, after 20 years, do you automatically get to 100%? It's not automatic. It should be automatic, but you're going to still have to ask for it, because it's not like as soon as you hit 20 years, they're going to give it to you. But I'll tell you, bro, that's a lot to explain to watch that video. That's a lot to explain on that, man. The 5-year, 10-year, 20-year rule, 100% rule, that's a lot. I'll just put it to you this way. If you 100% after 20 years, well, you 100% after 5 years, you should file for P&T status, okay? But don't think that just because you hit it after 20 years, they're automatically gonna give it to you. They should, but you should have gotten it a lot earlier than waiting 20 years. After 5 years, because all you need to show It's consistency of the disability. And after 5 years, ain't nothing gonna change. It's still gonna be the way 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it's still gonna be the same. What's up, LJ? How you doing? Let's see, I mostly only use my mirrorless camera in museums or places where there is not many people. But on busy streets, I don't feel too comfortable with them. Yeah, man. You know, the ZV-1 I will take out and I will use it with just a selfie stick, right? Because it's small, it's compact, and it also depends on where I'm going. So if I'm going to like Parque Norte here, which is the amusement park, that's, you know, there's people in there with cameras all the time, so that's no problem. But when you're just out and about in some of these towns, for example, when I went to Parque Arby, I used that camera. Man, people were just staring and coming over and asking, what is that? I've never seen that before. How does that work? Because I put it down and you know it has a remote and you can take your phone and you can aim it. You can basically do everything, record. You don't have to touch it. You can just set it in one spot and just let it go. And it was like, it's like I got something from the future people had never seen. So it's like, this is not good. This is not cool. You know, people staring like that. So I try to just use cell phones now. I got enough of these cell phones where like the Pixel, I do photos, the iPhone, I'll do videos. So, and then other video, I just do on the Insta. It's cool, Markel. Thanks for the little info. So in 5 years, you can reach 100%. Also, awesome camera. No. After 5, I was talking about P&T status. Did I understand your question right? Can you explain? Let's see, after 20 years, do you automatically get to one? Oh, you're asking after 20 years? No. That's going to depend on your disability. The rules are basically set up as reflection points to say, okay, you reach this point, the VA can only do this. You reach 10 years, the VA can only do this. You reach 20 years, unless you commit fraud, there's nothing the VA can do. But it's not like you've had your disability for 20 years, they automatically give you 100%. No, that's still going to depend on what your disabilities are. If your disability is only, let's say, your right knee, I'm pointing left, but your right knee, and you're at 50% and you've had that for 20 years, that's where you're going to be at for 20 years is 50%. They don't automatically move you up because you've had a disability for 20 years. No. It depends on where your disability is. Now, in that video, I was explaining at what point the VA can't do certain things once you reach those numbers. In 5 years, they can't do this. 10 years, they can't take it away. 20 years, unless you commit fraud, they can't take anything away. So that's what that rule was about. There is no automatic, you just become 100% because it's 20 years. If you don't have a disability, yeah, no. Let's see. You can't use those nice cameras in the United States. You might get a knock on your head. In the States, it really depends on where you are. When you have that, where you are. But I can tell you here, I have gone out with that ZV-1 and that set up many times. And like I said, I've never had anyone kind of come up on me trying to take it. I've only had people just come up and ask questions. You know, they want to know, okay, so what is that? They just, and I've seen this setup in Guadalupe. I've seen people walk around with that setup in Guadalupe. And that's another place you can go where nobody's probably, because they've seen that setup many times before in Guadalupe. But in some of these other small towns that I go to, yeah, if you want to gain your attention, take a mirrorless camera. People gonna look. But if you just out there with a cell phone, they're used to people just standing out there with cell phones taking photos, so that's no big deal. It's cool, Markel. Thanks for the info. Let's see. Sorry for the confusion. I meant, do you apply for PNT status after 5 years of? Yes. Now I would say that yes, because you're showing consistency after 5 years. You put in for PNT ASAP after you become 100%. Yeah, when you become, because sometimes you'll get 100% without PNT. When they do that and they don't give you PNT, that's because they believe that you can recover from whatever it is. But after 5 years of consistently having PNT, after having 100% after 5 years, there's no reason why they shouldn't give it to you. 13 plus states where 40 cal Glocks and FN 5.7 millimeter is king. Okay. Oh, Beach Life, man, you ain't got to get no donation. I appreciate you giving a donation, man, but definitely you don't have to. Long time viewer, first time commenter. I feel real proud of you, brother. I remember your hella old content before I got service connected. Thanks for all you do. Mike in Seattle. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. 13 plus states where 40 cal Glocks and FN 5.7 millimeter is king. What states are those? You said 13 plus states? I know Arizona's one of them. I was looking at some old videos, some old photos that I put out on Facebook. And man, I had a bunch of weapons that I had out there on Facebook. From Glocks to the Smith & Wesson POW, to the 50 cal. I had them all sitting on there. Let's see. I see. Thank you guys also, what y'all take on silver and gold stock up. Are you hearing about the crazies on buying gold and silver? No, I haven't heard about that, man. I've been kind of out of the loop going to all these appointments. Like I said, the only reason I'm really doing this today is because it's a holiday today. So, it's nobody's really doing much today. Exactly, Arizona. Oh yeah, Arizona gonna have, we're gonna be on any list with weapons. Arizona gonna be on that list. It's all good. I receive a lot of value from your VA content. Again, man, I appreciate you donating. You definitely don't have to. I'm just trying to help where I can help. Pass it on to the next man or woman. Why y'all cash out Markel, my lunch money? Hi, Mr. Collins. Now, does anybody else have any other questions before I bounce, man? We got the holidays coming up. Hey, and don't overspend y'all budgets, man. Remember last year, man, I had people asking me, can they get an advance on their VA money? Can they get an advance on Social Security? Look, only buy what you can afford. I know we want to give people the world, but when you ain't got the funds to do it, the light man still need his money. Rent still need their money. People you paying rent to, they still need their money. So don't go crazy this holiday season putting yourself in debt. If all you can afford is a Samsung A12, well, that's all they can get till later on. But something is better than nothing. And keep yourself in your house. Don't be out there in the streets asking for donations because you done spent too much money. Real talk. Electronics will be going up. Shortages on chips. Yep. And there is a food shortage in the U.S. Really? There's a food shortage in the U.S.? Yeah, now he's right. Electronics, chip makers, there's not enough chips. So things are going to start going up even with cars. I think there's a shortage of cars as well in the U.S. Can the VA use a civilian PTSD incident to deny a claim which was 20 years after the military one, aka complex PTSD? Can they use a civilian situation 20 years after the military one? That's going to depend on what your psychiatrist wrote based upon what you told your psychiatrist. That is tough. If you had an incident in the military and then 20 years later, you had another incident It all depends on what your psychiatrist wrote. I'm gonna keep it 100. I have no idea what they wrote or how they wrote it, but that's gonna be key. In your situation, you may want to go get a second opinion. Y'all stay well and blessed. Take care. Okay, the beach of life. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. I'm too old to be giving my money away. Yeah, food shortage is bad right now in the States. Really? How they get the food? They're not getting the supply ships in or what? Let's see. Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Should have known Alabama was in there. South Carolina, North Carolina, Arizona, Texas, of course. New Mexico, Mississippi, Louisiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, just to name a few. Yeah. So it's going to be most of your southern states. Arizona and Texas, of course, going to be in there. That wasn't a surprise at all. What's up, Lou? How you doing? Commissary shells missing. Barnyard pimp. That is crazy. Wow. Really? What is going on in the States that they got a food shortage? I haven't heard about this. Is it everywhere in the States, or is it just like in certain areas in the States, like the major cities? Do they not like have food shortage in the States? That seems weird. With all the damn farms and all that stuff. I mean, unless, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's a conspiracy. Okay. I got triggered about someone possibly taking our hard-earned products while in our possession. Okay, Mr. Miles, let's see. COVID-19 breakout in factory. Yeah, I remember that. Was that last year or this year? When they had one of those factories that had a spread of COVID. Empty shelves at Walmart today, Virginia. Wow. Man, that damn near seems impossible for the U.S. to have a food shortage. But I guess with COVID now, anything is possible. I know they were experiencing something similar to that to here, but what they did here was ramp up on their supplies coming in. So I don't know. No problem, Rick. Let's see. Virginia. Got my booster shot. Hell, man, tomorrow I'm gonna go try to get my second shot. Who was that telling me Love and Freedom when you like it expires after like a day? No, after a month. When it like 30 days, you told me it expired. So, bro, my housekeeper went and got her COVID shot, her first COVID shot, right? Which was, what is this? That would have been like the next to the last week in October. She's not scheduled to go back until January. So I'm like, well, hell, I don't know how they do it here then, but all I know is Tuesday here at Oviedo's, they finally got more Moderna. So I'm gonna try to go there tomorrow and get my second shot. Even though it's been, when did I get that shot? September? So it's gonna be 2 months later. I'm gonna try to get my second shot tomorrow. Let's see. If you're already poor, you won't even notice it. Someone told me the economy crashed in 2018. I didn't even know. I must have been the poor one. Hi, Mr. Collins. Let's see. I think Walmart needs to start hiring folks again. Let's see, Starker states they need help restocking these shelves. Okay. All of the cargo ships are stuck in California. Wow, Newport News, Virginia. Yes, you have a time period. Bro, they don't see that? That doesn't seem to apply here. Thanks to, oh, he's in Virginia too, okay. There's not enough workers to unload the shipped containers. If they hungry, bro, let me tell you something. Real talk. Ain't got no food in the house, especially if I got kids and a wife at home, ain't got no food in the house. I'm going out there to help their ass unload that stuff. Real, I'm going, there ain't no excuse for that. ABX Wing, what's going on? What it do, sir? Happy to say I officially been inducted into the 100% P&T Members Only Club in October. Congratulations, sir, on that. Your self and love and freedom helped me along my journey. I'm glad. I'm forever grateful. Appreciate it, man. Hey, like I tell you guys all the time, hey, this club ain't exclusive to just help your fellow man out. Any information you can give to your fellow veteran, help your veterans out. Yes, sir. Congratulations again on that. That is great news. Let's see. Don't know about y'all. I'm about to eat. I'm eating candy today for dinner. And you tripping. Yes, sir. Congrats, man. That's excellent, excellent news. Excellent news. And for anybody else out there trying to get it, man, you just got to put in that work. It can happen. You believe it, it can help. It will happen. It will definitely happen. Don't think it won't. It will happen. Help one another. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. I don't understand people who want to be selfish and try to keep stuff to themselves when there's other people that can benefit from it. Why are you jealous? Jealous about somebody else's success. Never got that, bro. Anytime I can help somebody, give them some information that can help them, I'm all for it. Because how do you think the majority of us got to where we are today? Somebody helped us get us where we are. Somebody helped us. So why not pass it down to the next person? And that's all I'm saying. Salute, gentlemen. I appreciate all of you. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Is it true you can discharge Fed student loans with P&T status, but still without P&T? Yeah. Yes, you can. Because they want to see your award letter. Just send them your award letter. Go to the Fed Student Aid Department. Let them know you want to discharge your student loan over disability, you're a disabled veteran. Send them your award letter or download the letter that shows your percentage. Yes, that is true. I'm hearing rumors I didn't know was true. Yes, that is true. The workers won't comply with the forced vax. They said, man, okay. So they rather starve to death than take the vaccine. All right. That's all I can say. That's all right. Okay, let's see. Rich Wow didn't know that. Yeah. Man, come on, y'all. Let me cover these vaccines real quick, bro, and then I'm out of here, bro. I don't understand, and I try to be objective when people are talking to me about the vaccine. I really try to be objective. But from the time you were born in this world, do you guys realize how many shots you are injected with from the time you were born? If you're going to go to any kind of public schools, how many shots have you gotten? You all take medicine every day and don't know what the hell's in it. You don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent, but you take it. There's tons of medicine over the counter right now. Some of it just got released today. The doctor tells you, okay, go get this pill that just came out today. How many people question it without just taking it? But with this vaccine, all of a sudden, this vaccine just didn't come out yesterday. This vaccine has been around for how long now? I've taken it. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. There's people that take it long before I did. They still around. They still kicking. I don't get it. I don't get it. People want to call you sheep. They want to call you this and that. But I'm going to tell you this. And this is real talk. Because it's coming here to Colombia as well. You don't take that vaccine, there ain't going to be many places you can go in this world. There's not. There ain't going to be many jobs you can get. There ain't going to be many places that you can go. You can definitely forget about a passport. You can definitely forget about getting on a plane, because it's coming. These mandates, let these mandates go through, like with the city of New York, because they're suing, California being sued. Let a judge confirm, okay, now, you got to take this or you out. What do you think is going to happen with planes and all these other jobs? They're going to mandate the hell out of it. So you either roll with it or get the hell out of the way. One of the two going to happen. Let's see. Get that one. Let's see. I heard postal workers don't have to take vacation. Or I think you're saying vaccine or vaccination. Postal workers, oh, they gonna have to. They federal. They ain't got no choice. I was looking at the Military Times, and I think they said special forces, 98% of special forces have been vaccinated. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. In the military, bro, we had all kinds of stuff shot up in us. All kinds of crap. To this day, I don't even know what half this shit was I got. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But hey, everybody, that's the freedom of the United States. You get a choice, okay? Because I watch Bobby D's channel, and he's telling people, hey, if you fully vaccinated, you can go over here. You can go over here. But if you don't want to get vaccinated, and then you complaining, that's on you. You can't. The country has made a decision. You either roll with it or get the hell out the way. One or the other. But don't start complaining when every time you go to do something, are you vaccinated? They want to see your card. You ain't got no card. You might as well stay at home. Become a hermit. Because that's where it's going to end up. I'm telling you all right now where it's headed. If you don't want to be vaccinated, great. Don't get vaccinated. But when these countries start implementing it, and it's coming, if you don't think it's coming to Colombia, y'all ain't paying attention. The person who's running against the president, y'all better start reading what's going on here. If you're talking about coming here and you ain't vaccinated, come next year, let the new president get elected. You ain't vaccinated? No entrada. Let's see. I don't understand how some soldiers in the military can refuse the vaccine. Must be reservists. Look, like I said, bro, we've taken so many vaccines, so many shots, so many different things. And I guarantee you, most people don't even know what the hell it was. They put stuff in our drinks. We didn't know what it was when they served us as a child. We've been pumped with all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And now all of a sudden, this one vaccine, oh no, they ain't putting that in me. But you'll go to the hospital and they'll shoot you up with all kinds of stuff. You don't even know what it is. I don't get it. But like I said, I try to be objective and I listen to people's concerns. You know, there's been people who've had complications and died from it. I'm well aware of that. Hank Aaron. There's been tons of people who had complications from those shots and have died from it. Not saying that's not a real thing, but like I said, it's coming. You just be prepared for it because it's coming. My homeowner was terminal leave and his command called him back to get vaccinated. Wow. No, that's federal government. They making all federal employees getting vaccinated. You either get vaccinated or get out. That's your choice. Should be more worried about what you put between your legs and more dangerous. Did you hear what they did in the DR about? No. What's going on in the DR, LJ? Because it's coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. There is no point. These countries are not getting all these vaccines just so they can say, okay, those you vaccine in this line, those you not vaccine in this line. No, dude. No. It's coming. It's coming. You either be prepared for it or live like a hermit because it's coming. Tuesday is the last day to get the vaccine or you're out. Hey, like I said, bro, they are setting the table, dude, for all these countries are laying it out. They're allowing people to go, okay, I don't want to get it yet. Fine, you ain't got to get it yet. But they're gonna force you to. These major corporations, all these, they're gonna force you. You either gonna take it or you're gonna become a hermit. It's one or the other. I'm waiting to see what LJ is talking about with the DR and the vaccine, because I haven't heard anything about the DR and the vaccine yet. Let's see. Oh, it's over here. Let's see. If you don't have a card without at least one shot, you can't get in many places, stores, etc. It's coming here. Y'all don't hear me? It's coming here. Pretty soon. And I'm telling you, next year's election, it's gonna happen here. When they come here, dude, if you ain't got that vaccine card, I don't know what to tell you. Because it ain't gonna be much people gonna be able to do here. Dang, I was here doing a school paper and started writing about the damn vaccine. Let's see. Why were the government officials over there the other day and in Argentina? I know. Well, here they were here for the drug dealer that they caught. I forgot his name. The big drug lord that was here. They did like a joint forces with Europe, Colombia, and the United States to get this guy. So they was here for him. When people start realizing their income will be affected, they will get that vax. Bro, it's just some people have put it in their head that they're not comfortable with it. And it's cool. People do whatever they want with their body, man. That's their choice. I'm never going to tell them you got to do it. But if you don't, I don't know what kind of life you're going to have, because it ain't going to be much you're going to be able to do. It's funny when I see a cigarette smoker say they don't trust the vaccine. What up, JX? You hit that on the head right there. Somebody using illicit drugs, drinking alcohol, messing with prepaids, don't want to get the vaccine, but you doing those three. Help me with that one. Let's see, that's for everybody, even tourists. Yeah. Man, these countries, LJ, man, the government there realized, look, why do you think these people have spent millions of dollars on resources getting these vaccines just to allow people without them to still come in the country? No, dude. This is like a grace period right now, because Colombia is getting ready to do the same thing. I'm telling y'all, dude, it's coming. Make no bones about it. It's coming. Let's see. So they ushered the drug lords off to the U.S.? Yeah, they came for him. Man, he supposedly, I don't know, I'm just reading what was in the paper, killed a bunch of cops, federal agents, girls. They got him on all kinds of charges, bro, going back to the States. I mean, they got him for damn everything you can think of. They got him charged with that in the U.S. They wanted to make sure they got him extradited back to the United States of America. And that's for future criminals. You coming to Colombia, there's a treaty here. You ain't protected from the States. You did a crime, they gonna take you, they gonna hold you and ship you right back to the States. There ain't no escape if you come here thinking you getting away from the U.S. Nah, they gonna send your butt right on back to the U.S. Let's see. I recently discovered that the VA can approve education overseas under the foreign medical program. Has anyone here been admitted in a school abroad? If so, was the process similar to the U.S. enrollment? Now, I've never heard of you being enrolled through the foreign medical program. I've heard of people getting care for education. Like with education, you're covered for everything. When you're in boat rehab, you covered for everything. Everything. Dental, whatever, overseas, doesn't matter where you are. You cover for everything. But I've never heard of FMP enrolling people in school abroad. I've never heard that. No. Normally, the way that process works is they want you to start it in the States unless you're in the Philippines. The Philippines is the only one I know of that's an exception to that rule, because they actually have a real VA facility in the Philippines. All these other countries, they normally tell you to go back to the States, start the process, and then go back to wherever you came from. But I've never heard of FMP doing that. Wait, did I read that right? Education overseas under the foreign school program. Now the foreign school program, yeah, okay, because I actually did that when I was in the DR, and I had to start it back in the States. I think I misunderstood your question. I had to start it back in the States, because I was thinking you were saying under foreign medical program. No, you're saying under the foreign school program. Yes. You can, as long as you're still enrolled, or you're using your GI Bill, or you're using, what's the other one? Damn, I can't think of it right now. You can do that overseas, yes. But it normally starts in the States. You got to start the process in the States. Which we had old school back. Mommy and Grandpa said it. Just did, period, and it wasn't a debate. And if you try to debate, probably would be on the ground. There ain't no debate. They took care of business. No problem. Fax Markel. They say he is the biggest bust since Pablo Escobar. So that, yeah, like I said, dude, they did a joint with these other two countries to go get this guy, and it was hell getting it. If you actually read what they went through just to get him from where he was, it was serious. People are asking if I can go in National and other stores for them. Hell no, I wouldn't. Better go get a damn vaccine, or either I'm gonna charge them. Yeah, I'll go in there. Give me 20,000 pesos. I'll walk up in there for you. What you need? I would be doing it for free. So this is recently LJ in the DR. Wow. So then my question would be at that point then, why would you allow foreigners to even enter the country if they can't even do anything? But that's on them though, I guess. I guess that would be on them. You go into a country, again, people don't do research. People don't look up the latest thing that's going on in the country. They just show up. He's so popular that the security force took selfies with him. Wow, while he's handcuffed on the helicopter after being apprehended. Yeah, I had never heard of the guy. Before he got arrested, I had never heard, but he was all over the news, all over the papers. Everybody here was talking about it because they kept calling this guy. I'm like, who the hell is that? It's like, he's a drug dealer. It's like, wow, okay. Started about 2 weeks ago, I think October 19th. Okay, the 19th of October. Yeah, man. When it starts here, I don't know, but it's coming. It's coming here for sure. I don't want people to be under that misillusion, because right now it's wide open in Colombia. You don't even need a test to get into Colombia. But leaving here, going back to the States, yeah, you need a test. So I don't know when they're gonna implement it here, but it's coming. They're not ramping up all these, because now they've started doing booster shots to seniors. The kids are getting the shots. I'm gonna go get my second shot tomorrow, and I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be something. What is that guy's name? Hold up, I'll bring it up real quick before I get off. What is his name? Because I had never heard of him. But he was the biggest drug lord here in Colombia. Because he's been all over the news and the papers here, everywhere. Oh, they don't even have it on the front page anymore. I'm going to have to look it up and put a link in the post. Let's see. If you don't have your vaccine starting Monday, you can't cross the border into Mexico to the United States. They open. Started Monday, and Mexico has no more vaccine. Wow. So if you don't have your card, you can't even get. Damn. Wow. I'm telling you, bro. They all gonna do it. Let's see. Biggest gang. Yeah. That's for visa holders. Okay. Outdoor restaurants on the Conde are asking to see your card. Wow. You know you aren't any in any drug businesses. You're Googling this. Yeah, I don't even, bro. I couldn't even tell you what the guy's name is. I know what he looks like because I've seen his face plastered all over the place here. But I couldn't tell you what his name is. I guess this is his name right here, Howard put on. I can't read that. Otonele, I guess. That's his name. Yeah, that Howard put it out there. I don't know how to say it right. I know I'm butchering his name. Otonele. Usage, they call him. Okay. Man, I don't know about no drugs. The last person. Drugs and alcohol, I can't tell you nothing, bro. Only thing I can tell you about that stuff is I know several girls here who like Corona and Aguila Light. That's about it. And I've heard of Ptsd, supposed to be pink powder, stuff like that, because I've only heard that from other people here. But as far as like that stuff, I'm not in that world. I don't know anything about that stuff. See, the holidays are going to be crazy times for COVID-19. Oh, they were already crazy. You guys should have saw, when was no tax day here? Last week it was last Thursday or Friday. It was either last Thursday or Friday. It was no tax day here. Man, you should have saw those people out there in these stores buying TVs, buying whatever electronics they can get their hands on, financing it 6-7 years. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. All we know is VA drugs. Yep. All right, guys, man, I've been on for a minute. Let me get that on, get up out here, bro. I appreciate everybody coming on. I appreciate that donation from the Beach of Life. Appreciate it, man. You definitely don't have to do it. But anyway, guys, hopefully you all have a great day. LJ, stay safe. Howard, I don't know where you are in the world, but stay safe. My man, Love and Freedom, and everybody else. Mr. Man, Mr. Miles, you guys stay safe out there. Mr. Lou. Until the next time, guys, I am out. T-Mix as well. Hopefully I didn't forget somebody. Uncle Allen and everybody else. I'm out. You all have a good one.